Oh, man. I'm over here by Spring Hill Suites and the Walmart that's across the street from the Target. Over here by the Westfield Mall. And somebody inside of the Walmart was like, her life is so embarrassing. And she's so embarrassing. And it's so gross and terrible. But like, you don't ever say that to people's faces. You wait till she leaves the Walmart and just say the most unthinkable things about how gross she is. And somebody was just listening to the person talk. And then somebody else said, well, you know that weird religious person that stands outside. They really did get a monumental miracle from her powers. And the person in Walmart's like, but I want to talk shit when she takes a shit because I'm gross. Everybody makes their reap what you sow choices. And God's always setting right before you life and death, blessing and cursing. But that's like the epitome of the Bible. One person's like, well, I wanted to see if God was real. So I talked to that religious man that stands in front of the Walmart. And he confirmed that she's very real. And the power of God followed him to their religious building or whatever. And I wanted to know if she really was a god, because she claimed that she was going to give her powers to that religious guy that stands in front of the Walmart wearing his little white outfit or whatever, asking for change into his little coin box or whatever. And so one Walmart person found out that the power of God did follow that religious man to his religious building and become a blessing to that religious building. And one person in the Walmart can't treat me like shit enough because I must have had a very bad bathroom episode here, I guess. I think that was when my actual death was coming out of me, and it was really horrifying. Yeah, I think that's when my death was coming out of me. And it was really horrifying. Well, this is a good time to bring up what's probably going to happen to that person. So, since that person thinks it's so fun to just abuse my nightmare bathroom trip, this is what's going to happen to them. What I did not say, the United States and Dubai know how to get shit stuck in your ass until it comes out months later and stinks like death, and it gets really scary and horrifying. And they learned how to make shit get stuck in your intestines until it stinks like death and shitty death. And then it actually rots. It actually fucking rots part of your intestines and shit. Because shit out of your ass is too much for your intestines if it just sits there too long. And they've learned all kinds of just really gross, unthinkable, sickening things to do to people. So you're like, whether it's my spiritual death, which now I won't care if it happens to you, or how much people know how to do to somebody's poor intestines through trackers and more. We now know who works at the Walmart and loves to talk shit about my bathroom trips. And when they have a nightmare bathroom trip to talk about, nobody's ever gonna care. These gods don't fuck around. When you think it's funny that I'm going through some kind of bathroom nightmare and some country won't get off of my death, these gods don't care what happens to you. So it's like, that's really scary, because evil god enemies, demons, devils, and evil god enemies get to do whatever they want to people now. So really, they might shit out their own death because of spiritual enemies. And they're going to have to sit through my queen, and do whatever these gods say to try to make it up to gods enough to not get spiritually slaughtered and shit by bad spiritual enemies. And then they might get spiritually punished. If they get spiritually punished, then they will have spiritual death coming out of their crap and understand what it's like. And then, if they get fucked with those trackers, they will understand shitting out like shit that's been in your testes too long till it's like horrifying like death. So since everybody thinks everything's funny, hopefully they'll be better at it when they get there.